First of all, Eric, set the stage for us. If you look at gold miner ETFs, why have they been so challenging?
Well, they're very volatile, right? If you look at their volatility, it's about 5 times that of the S&P 500. And because they have a lot of small caps, mid caps, the majority of it's international stocks. So they're just jumpy, right? So it's hard to time it. When you look, what I find interesting is a lot of people say gold miner ETFs or stocks are a leverage play on gold. And they are in the short term. Their correlation is about 83% with gold. But over the long term, boy, does this break down. GDX is trailing the price of gold over 10 years by 124 percentage points. It's not even in the ballpark. So I think this is my main takeaway with these is I treat them like VIX or leverage ETFs, short-term trading tools, not really long-term holding ETFs. And it shows up on my list of top 10 ETF cash incinerators where I look at which ETFs have burned through the most cash. 2 gold miner ETFs make the top 10, and they sit there amongst VIX and leveraged ETFs. So that should give you an idea of what you're dealing with here.
Well, it's interesting because even the so-called smart money, hedge funds like Greenlight Capital have gotten burned on this cash, and maybe it's been incinerating their cash in some of these cases. So what has Greenlight done as we have seen this volatility in this gold miner ETF?
Yeah, look, I mean, I don't mean to pick on them. They could be doing some other elaborate trade with it, but they have held GDX for about 8 years, and they really beefed up their position in 2011. Now, since then, GDX is down 50%, but it's had, again, it has these nice ramp ups over a couple months, a couple days, but it is down that much since they've really increased their position. And hedge funds are 13% owners. So again, takeaway here is that if hedge funds can't time it, it's probably going to be difficult for most people.
So is there then a better way? I mean, we're in our smart beta segment here, so I'm suspecting where you're going next here. Is there a smart beta tool that tracks some of these miners?
Yeah, one out there is Ring. That's the BlackRock product. They basically try to give you a concentrated play on just gold miners. Some of the other stocks in GDX have other do mining of other precious metals. Then you have also SGDM, which is the Sprott product. This one's interesting. This basically tracks the 25 stocks with the most correlation to gold. Then it adds a debt to equity and some other fundamental weighting. So in other words, you're trying to clean up your list and make it as solid as possible. And then, of course, you've got JNUG and Nugget, which are leverage plays on these, and these are hugely popular. Nowhere is leverage more popular than the gold miners area. They have $3 billion in assets, but boy, are they jumpy. I mean, this stuff puts Bitcoin to shame in terms of volatility, but they have seen a lot of investors go to them.